way to go to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and to free Biafra. The Janjaweed is not looking back in their intensity. They are intensifying their attack. The Janjaweed is intensifying their attack, trying to shut Mazi Nnamdi Kanu down. They are bringing attack on us and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Emotional attack. Emotional torture on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Biafran people. They have intensified in it, and they are not looking back. And if you think they are going to go down, they will not go down easily. That is why every single Biafran, wherever you are on the planet Earth, you have to wake up. If you have somebody in Biafra land, give a call to them and tell them to prepare for what is about to come. We cannot continue to cry anymore. The time has come when Biafran will take their fate into their own hand. The time that we have been speaking about has come. That time we say that we are going to make the Janjaweed know that it is costly to keep Mazi Nnamdi Kanu incommunicado, to keep Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in their custody. We will make it expensive for them. They haven't seen nothing yet. They haven't seen nothing yet. They think they have seen, they haven't seen anything yet. You see people go to the media, go to the news, you see what is trending, see what they're talking. That is how it's supposed to be. Every one of them today is talking about the sit at home. Monday sit at home have become a thorn on their flesh. It has become a thorn on their flesh that they cannot deny anymore. They cannot deny anymore. Their media cannot deny it. Their whatever cannot deny it. Recently, you see the celebrities coming in. You saw what Kanayo said when we were telling you that the economic sanction we are given, the sit at home is not only affecting the southeastern part of Nigeria. Some people thought it's only southeastern part of Nigeria. It is not only southeastern part of Nigeria. When we were talking about it, they thought it's only southeastern part of Nigeria. You see some of them come out, they say we are the one disturbing ourselves, that because we are sitting at home, it's southeastern part of Nigeria that are suffering it. It is not only southeastern that are suffering it. We are suffering it, and they are also suffering it. But for us, it is good for us because we know what we are doing and we know what we are looking for. It is for our own good. Whatever suffering that we are going through because of the sit at home, it is for our own good. Whatever we are going through is for our own good. But for the Janjaweed, they are going to face the consequence of their action. If they refuse Biafra go, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it, that if they refuse Biafra go, that the Janjaweed country will be worse than Somalia. If they refuse to go, everything in that country we call Nigeria will go down. It is not a threat. It is not a threat, and it will definitely happen. Now that the Biafrans have activated the highest level of civil disobedience, who is going to enforce it? You and I. The Biafran people will enforce the highest level of civil disobedience in Biafra land. They will no longer have our revenue. They will never have our resources anymore. And we will sit at home on Sunday and on Monday. Go and prepare yourself. And as far as you are doing it genuinely, as far as you're standing genuinely with your people, as far as you're participating genuinely to the struggle, you will never lack. Nobody will take your life. You are going to stand firm and you are going to see the victory come. You will witness Biafra. If you are sincerely fighting for Biafra, if you are sincerely fighting for Biafra, not fighting against your own brother, if you are sincerely standing for Biafra and fighting for Biafra, you are going to see Biafra very, very soon. Biafra is closer now than before. It is. If you are one of those who have not been participating before, this is the time for you to play your own role. Every Biafran man or woman have a responsibility now. Now, not tomorrow. Every Biafran man or woman have a responsibility now to restore Biafra. Nobody's going to restore Biafra for us. It is no longer time to rant or time to complain or time to be looking at our shoulders or time to be looking at our brothers. If you are a Biafran and you have decided to sell yourself to the enemy, so be it. If you are a Biafran and you have declared yourself enemy to the Biafran people, by standing against the sit at home, by standing against the civil disobedience, you declare yourself an enemy. Wait for it. You are going to pay dearly. Wait for it. If you are a Biafran and you're standing there, we don't have time for you, but you are going to pay dearly for it very, very soon. The declaration has been made. Remember, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu lifted the dragon flag before he was kidnapped. The day Mazi Nnamdi Kanu lifted the dragon flag, he said it that the dragon flag will not go down until Biafra comes. Some of you are very forgetful. Some of you are very forgetful. You are not following up. You are not listening to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If you're a good student of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you will remember that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that the Biafran flag have been raised up, and as soon as the Biafran flag has raised, that it will not go down on the Biafra comes. Some people who claim to be followers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu are bringing down that flag, but we will not allow them. They want to bring it down. Now we want to raise the dragon flag to the highest level. The dragon flag have been raised to the highest level, and starting from the 15th of this month, you will begin to see things happen. If you love yourself and you are part of those who is bringing the Janjaweed in our country Biafra, to kill us, if you are one of those who is inviting the military to the Biafran land to take the life of the innocent people, prepare yourself to meet the Lord. Prepare yourself to meet the Lord, because it can never be business as usual anymore. It will not be business as usual anymore. We have cried enough. We have shouted enough. We have complained enough. This time, Biafran people have taken their fate into their own hand. And only Biafrans and Biafrans alone can redeem themselves. Only you and I will team up and redeem ourselves. If you are sincerely a Biafran, this is not the time to gossip. If you are sincerely a Biafran, this is not the time to blackmail. If you are sincerely a Biafran, this is time to focus. Be focused. The only thing that has to matter to you now is the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the coming of Biafra. These are the two major events that is before you and I. The two major events that will take place before you and I is the coming of Biafra and the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the coming of Biafra is the two major events that are going to happen very, very soon. Do not be taken unaware. If you're not prepared, you might not be able to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out. If you're not prepared, you might not be able to see Biafra. You have to prepare yourself, both mentally, emotionally, and otherwise. Any way you can prepare yourself to meet Biafra, any way you can prepare yourself to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and see Biafra, the time is now for you to prepare yourself. There's no time to waste. No time to blab. No time to talk about irrelevant issues. No time to discuss irrelevant things. This is the time for us to be focused. Focused and make sure that we bring Biafra. Biafra will definitely come. And the time is now. It has been activated to the highest level. It has been activated. The freedom of Biafra has been activated. The freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been activated. Self-defense has been activated to the highest level. We are the followers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This blood of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is running in all our veins. The Biafran people. It is either Biafra or death, and there's no giving up. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have raised the dragon flag, and he told us that the dragon flag will not go down until Biafra comes. If you are one of those trying to bring down the dragon flag, it's at your own risk. At your own risk, whatever you see, you take. Whatever you see, you take. Whatever you bargain for, you will see. Because we are not looking down. We are not backing down. The time is now for us to make sure that our freedom is sure. If you sincerely, you are a Biafran from the heart, if you know you are a Biafran, this is no longer the time to sit on the fence. This is not the time to pretend. This is no longer the time to pretend that you don't know what is happening. Every single Biafran today know what is happening. And it is time for everybody to speak up. Every Biafran have to speak up. The people we are fighting are not, the enmity and the hatred didn't start today. The enmity and hatred started a long time, and it's not ending today. The enmity is not going to end. They hated us. They hated us with passion. The caliphate hate us with passion. They hate us not because we kill them, not because we are fighting against them, not because we stole anything for them. They hate us because of our hard work. They hate us because we cannot stay down. They hate us because we refuse to be slaves. They hate us because we refuse to be down. They hate us because we are hardworking. They hate us because when they keep us down, we cannot stay down. We walk and make sure we rise to the top. That is the only reason why they hate us. They preach the hatred to their children and their children's children, and that hatred is not going to go out. They are still carrying that hatred in their heart today. Remember what Ahmad Obede said. I always play that video for you to know that what you are facing didn't start today. The attack against Biafran people didn't start today. That is why I always play that video. And I'm going to play it again for you. What Ahmadu Bello said to a BBC presenter. A BBC presenter was asking Ahmadu Bello, why are you so obsessed about the Igbo Biafrans? Why are you so obsessed about the Biafran people? Why are you so obsessed? Ahmadu Bello did not have his shame. He said that if they keep us down, we can't stay down because we are hard working. He called us domineering. We have not killed anybody. We have not kidnapped anybody. We have not snatched anything from anybody. We are only hard working. They keep us down. We refuse to stay down. That is why Ahmadu Bello say that is why they hated us. If you think it's a joke, I want you to watch that video again to remind you where we are coming from. That what we are up against is no longer time to sit in the fence. Watch.
One thing I've noticed, Premier, while I've been here, is that Northerners seem to have, I might almost call it, obsession about the Igbos. Could you perhaps explain that to me?
Well, the Igbos are more or less the type of people whose desire is mainly to dominate everybody. If they go to a village, to a town, they want to monopolize everything in that area. If you put them in a labor camp as a laborer, within a year they will try to emerge as headman of that camp, and so on. Well, in the past, our people were not alive to their responsibilities, because you can see from our northernization policy that in 1952, when I came here, there weren't 10 northerners in our civil service here. Then I tried to have it northernized, and now all important posts are being held by northerners.
Is this policy of filling all key posts in the north solely with northerners and not with other Nigerians a temporary or a permanent one?
In actual fact, what it is a northerner first. If you can't get a northerner, then we take an expatriate like yourself on contract. If we can't, then we can employ another Nigerian, but on contract too. This is going to be permanent, I should say, as far as I can foresee, because it will be rather dangerous to see the number of boys who are now turning from all our learning institutions coming out with having no work to do. I'm sure whichever government of the day might be, it will feel rather embarrassed, and it might even lead to bloodshed.
Doesn't this damage the idea, sir, of all people in all regions in Nigeria being fellow citizens of one country?
Well, it might, but you are, I mean, new to our region, but how many northerners are employed in the east or in the west? The answer is no. And if there may be 10 laborers employed only in the two regions.
What Bello said was mostly true. The Easterners at that time were the most progressive Nigerians. They were in top positions all across government, and with Ironsi and Easterner in power, the northern fear was that the East would dominate Nigeria forever.
You have seen it. When you listen to what that man said, he didn't say we committed any crime. He didn't say the Biafrans committed any crime. And when he's mentioning Igbo, he's not referring only to the Igbo-speaking people. That is the mistake some people make. When you see Ahmadu Bello talking about the Igbos, he is referring to the old southeastern region. They see everybody from the old southeastern region as Igbo. So when you see Ahmadu Bello using that word Igbo, don't be confused. If you are from the old southeastern region, the present south-south and the southeast and the lower Benue, Ahmadu Bello is referring to you. And you can see that they even brought the British before us, that they will first of all consider a foreigner, an expatriate from British, to give an assignment, to give a job, before they will begin to consider somebody from the contract from core Nigeria. You see how they don't believe in Nigeria. You see how they made it very clear that they don't have any, they don't believe in the so-called one Nigeria you're talking about. All they want, they say Northern Affairs. And when you hear Northern Affairs, it's not the Hausa first, Fulani first. That is what it means. When he's talking about Northern Affairs, he's talking about Fulani first. Everything they are doing, Fulani first. If they cannot find a Fulani, they will look for an expatriate outside the contraption called Nigeria first. Then when they cannot find an expatriate or cannot pay for an expatriate, then they will begin to look for another indigenous tribe to use under contract. And that is how they are using every governor you see, every local government chairman, every politician you see in the country of Nigeria, the caliphate is using them on contracts. That is why they can never ever stand for their own people. Instead, they will be playing the card of the caliphate. This is not the time to sit in the fence. Everybody have to wake up and speak up. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is the flag bearer of the justice of every indigenous type in that country of Nigeria. He wasn't fighting for the Igbos alone. He wasn't fighting for the Biafran people alone. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is standing up for every indigenous tribe, the symbol of justice. It is no longer time to be silent. Everybody have to speak up and demand for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Thank God recently we have seen some people talking. Kanayo have come out to add his own voice. Even though it's coming late, but at least he's saying something. Let every other celebrity open your mouth and ask for the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And for those of you who are saying that the sit at home doesn't affect the federal government, it doesn't affect it only affects the Southeast. Most of you must have seen the video that Kanayo made on his 60th birthday. Most of you have seen the video. Maybe you didn't listen. Listen carefully and listen carefully what Kanayo said. Watch closely, listen carefully what Kanayo said. How the sit at home is affecting the federal government. No matter how they pretend, we are holding it and we're holding it strong. And we are going to intensify it and make it stronger. In case you didn't pay attention, I want you to see this video again. Hear it and hear it once again. Hear from our brother, Kanayo Kanayo. Hear from him. Hear it and hear it clear. This is why every Biafran have to stand up and intensify the civil disobedience. We have to tighten it up more. Tighten it up more. Don't think of losing. Tighten it up more. This is the only language the Janjaweed understand. Listen to our brother, Kanayo Kanayo, what he has to say.
My dear President and Father of the Nation, Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I hope this message meets you well, sir. My name is Kanayo Kanayo. I'm an actor and a lawyer, and I hold the national honor of Member of the Order of the Federal Republic, MFR. Sir, on this occasion of my 60th birthday, I want to make an appeal to you as a son and a patriotic citizen whose industry contributes meaningfully to the nation's GDP. Mr. President, sir, this is not one of those appeals orchestrated by people to lend their voices. For it's common in our climb for people to urge celebrities and popular people to lend their voices to national issues or a growing concern. I am not lending a voice, sir. I am deeply pained by the loss of lives, wanton killings, and general insecurity in the land. The Southeast geographical zone is under siege. Someone may tell you it's what they brought onto themselves. As a son reporting to you, unofficially, every Monday is a sit at home. And every other day, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is to appear in court. Your Excellency, Mr. President, the sit at home is very effective. Even government vehicles are off the road. Economic activities, sir, are paralyzed. Not good to be told otherwise, sir. The negative impact of this may be seen as only affecting the region, but Your Excellency, sir, it has a rippling effect on the entire nation's economy. Your Excellency, you are the father of the nation, with numerous sons and daughters, including Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Sir, the buck stops at your table. I know and I appreciate that Nnamdi Kanu's case is before the courts, and you usually do not like to interfere with court cases. But at this stage of heightened tensions in our country, it is no longer enough to say that the matter is in court. You're a president with executive powers. My appeal, sir, Biko, release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It's my 60th birthday appeal. Thank you, sir, and God bless you. And there were Your Excellency.
You have heard from veteran actor Kanayo Kanayo. He tried to be as much civil as he can. He tried as much to be as much civil as he can in his speech. You don't blame him. But what I want you to take home there is the effect of the sit at home in Biafra land and in that contraption called Nigeria. You see, every time they come to their media, the politicians will be lying, be peddling lie that the sit at home is affecting only the Southeast, that is affecting only the Southeast, that we brought it upon ourselves. Kanayo have set the record straight. If there is nothing you get from that broadcast, he has set the record straight, telling them that the sit at home is very, very effective. The economic activities in Southeast is being crippled. Not only the Southeast, that the whole federation is feeling the effect of the sit at home in Biafra land. That is what Kanaya said. That the sit at home is having effect in the whole nation. If anybody is deceiving that idiot, that imposter in Asorock, if anybody is deceiving him, telling him that the sit at home is not what, sit at home is effective. This is why every Biafran, wherever you are in Biafra land, you have to wake up and intensify in what you are doing. Intensify in the sit at home. Add more pressure. Add more days. Sit at home much more. Make it tighter. Civil disobedience to the highest level. Economic sanction. That is where we are headed. Economic sanction. Every one of us have to enforce it. Every single Biafran have to enforce it. And those of you who are revenue collectors in Biafra land, go and look for another job. Go and look for another job before it's too late, because Biafran people will come after you. Biafran people will come after you, and if you dare try any nonsense, you pay with your own life. Biafran people will come against you. If you're one of those that is collecting revenue in Biafra land, collecting revenue collector, you better go and look for another job. Go and look for another job, because the time that we are in now, Biafrans are ready to enforce the civil disobedience to the highest level. And our brothers who are in the coastal area, please wake up and do the needful. The production, oil production, gas production in Biafra has to be halted automatically. This is the time for us to show them what we are made up of. This is the time for us to go home. This is the time for us to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They are feeling the heat, and the only thing we can do is to tighten it up. Now you begin to see the reason why they are hiding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from us. They are playing psychological game against the Biafran people, playing a psychological game against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But thank you, that he has spoken before now that we are not taking any order, any second-class order, any second-hand order. We cannot take it. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will give us order, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be in Afari Ubeko. Until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being freed, it is only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that can put a stop to the sit at home. Only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can put a stop to the economic sanction. We cannot take any second-hand information from anybody. Chukwu Okeke have said that through Abraham Simon Ekpa before now. And Biafrans have risen. We will take our freedom by fire, by force. No man born of a woman can stop us. No man born of a woman can stop us. It doesn't matter how they try. It doesn't matter the propaganda. It doesn't matter how many people they kill. It doesn't matter. We will take our freedom by ourselves, and the time is now. Biafrans are ready to take their freedom. And we will do that by all means possible. That is what we have signed up, and we will do it. It is you and I that will do that. Every message that is coming from Chukwu Okeke, we will obey. Chukwu Okeke is in charge of the movement. As my brother Samuel Ekpa have said, through the permission of the Biafran people, through the grace of Chukwu Okeke, that from 15th, we do not want to see any military checkpoint, any military operation in Biafra land. We don't want to see. They should go back to their barrack. Wherever they have their barrack, we don't want to know. They should go back to their barrack. If they continue to be in Biafra land from 15th, whatever they see, they take. It is not a threat. This is what is going to happen. We know they are stubborn. They will never listen. They will never listen, but they should wait for it. Every Biafran, wherever you are, continue to pray for the ESN. Continue to pray for the ESN. The volunteers, volunteer force, people you are not paying them. All you owe them is just your prayers and your support. Support them through Umeri account. If you can give a financial support, give. If you can't give a financial support, continue to pray for ESN. For Chukwu Okeke to keep them for what is about to come. Self-defense have been activated to the highest level. Civil disobedience at the highest level. The dragon flag have been lifted up to the highest level. And it's not coming down. For those who think it's a joke, I want you to hear this again. Watch this again to remind you where we are and where we're heading to. Watch.
In this broadcast today, we are going to call on the politicians in Biafra land to pull out every military in Biafra land. We do not want to see military anymore gallivanting and killing people in our villages, in our communities. We will bring this particular war not to the military, but to those who are responsible in bringing those military to them, to our place. So we are today giving notice to the politicians who have now militarized our territory. They have turned democratic process and democratic government into a military dictatorship. They have turned Biafra into a war zone. So we are giving them between now and the 15th of March to pull out military from Biafra land. We are not saying you should leave your barracks. We are not saying, but you must be out of our villages. We do not want to see military operation anywhere in Biafra land, starting from the 15th of March 2022. Starting from the 15th of March 2022, if we see any military going around and burning any houses, we will bring war to those who bring them. Not only the military.
27 February 2022. These people, they don't have any other option than to surrender. We know that is the Fulani herdsmen that are supposed to carry cow, they waka. Now they don't drop the cow, carry gun. But na kick bazaar. How much Zoological Republic of Nigeria. That is the happen for Russia and Ukraine. So Hachevia Makana la Biafra. And boys a Kwechirigo, other Biafra or there to Biafra.
From the 15th of this month, if you continue to come and kill our children, kill our women, kill our men and our elderly people, render them homeless, and create IDP camp where they are not supposed to be IDP camp in the 21st century, we are going
I start asking myself, why is it that anytime they ask them to go and fight Boko Haram, they will say they don't have bullets, they don't have bomb, they don't have this and that. But if it is a time to fight innocent civilians, They will have bomb, they will have bullet, everything double. Nigeria. Huh? Nigeria will not go north tonight. And I think with the begging for this time, it doesn't matter how many years it may take to fight this war.
We are calling on the governors, we are calling on House of Assembly members, we are calling on those state executives to come openly before the 15th of March to either exonerate themselves or take responsibility like Zodema and come publicly to say he is the one bringing military. So his own is that he has made it very clear, and we know how to get him at the end of the day when it can come. So we are saying that we are giving the politicians and the political leaders of the Southeast between now and the 15th of March to pull military out of Biafra land. Otherwise, we are not just going to take this.
Thank you so much. You have seen it and you have watched it. That is the situation. It is not a joke. You have to take it serious. Whoever is watching, whoever is listening, if you have your brother, your sister, your uncle that is part of those who is inviting military in Biafra land, you better warn him or her. You better warn him or her to step aside and send back the military wherever they are coming from. If you have a brother, a sister, uncle, whoever you have that is connected to these politicians who are bringing, send this message to them. From the 15th, it will no longer be business as usual. We cannot be talking. It will be action, action, action. Biafran spirit have risen, and we have to defend ourselves by all means possible. Thank you so much for watching wherever you are watching from. And remember this. See you again tomorrow by the special grace of Chukwu Okabiam. And the Chukwu Okabiam continue to guide and protect our student Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Secure our student Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Guide him wherever he is. No weapon formed or fashioned against him shall prosper. Thank you for sharing. If you have not shared, share the video to all platforms. Share it to family and friends. Share it to everybody that needs to hear us. Let them hear our voice and know the new agenda. 15th of this month, we do not want to see any military in Biafra land. Thank you for watching, and remember this. Bye-bye.
Are yet to wake up from your slumber or your sleep and get the point that we are exiting Nigeria. Exiting Nigeria is not going to come from the platter of golden plate. You have to sacrifice for it. And we are ready to sacrifice everything, including you, if you come and stand on the way of freedom. So you need to know how serious we are. We are damn serious. Some of you are not getting it. You think we are here to build political movement? We are here for freedom. Freedom comes with price. Okay? The only thing you can do is to comment on social media. Don't ever stand on the way of Biafra freedom. We crush you.
Their interest is suppressed. Biafra is the key. Once they can hold Biafra down, they can hold the whole of Africa down. Hey, freedom fighting, sorry. Because all these people are criminals, they are saying there is no way this man cannot be a criminal like themselves. They don't have a different breed altogether. They don't know that. I am Nnamdi Kanu. I don't do all this nonsense you do. My father was a very rich man, not ostentatious. I had the finest education that his money could afford. We are not poor. Have never been. That is why a poor man cannot be a freedom fighter. If you're not full of yourself, you cannot be a freedom fighter. You go everywhere. We must continue.